generally start composing for a piece of work usually a couple of weeks beforehand if I have time, but otherwise it would be starting on about day 2 of rehearsals. The process for composing once rehearsals start is just shutting myself up in my studio and trying to knock out 3 or 4 tracks a day and then feeding that into the rehearsal room. As far as sound design goes, there's a lot of technical drawings that need to be done, and speaker choices, microphone choices, cable links, all that sort of stuff is part of the process. Sound design is very much about creating worlds in the theatre. It's kind of 2 particular worlds you're creating. One is the world in which the actors inhabit, and the other is the world in which the audience inhabit. And those 2 do blend across at times, a lot of times with the music, other times with sound effects and atmospheres and things that you create. One awesome thing I would say is that I get to create worlds for people to live in for a short period of time just through vibrating the tiny hairs in their ears. It's the challenging thing about sound design is that every show is different and every venue is different and requires different things to make it work. I guess I've been playing music since I was 7 years old, and I've always really enjoyed technology, so becoming a composer and sound designer and the head of audio for State Theatre Company allows me to fulfill all of those things. Sound design for theatre is not dissimilar to sound design for film. However, you do need to design the entire PA system and work out all your cabling links, what microphones you're going to use, if any, sourcing all your sound effects, sourcing all the music or composing the music, and then putting all of that together in the rehearsal room and then putting it all together again in the theatre. And it's a very large and a very misunderstood job. If someone wanted to be a sound designer, I would say firstly you need to learn pretty much everything you can about PA systems and mixing consoles and what different cables do, different quality of cables, what microphones do, what sort of microphones there are, what is the right microphone for a job. You need to learn all of that stuff before you can really even get started.